Alright guys, what's up? Thank you guys for joining today. Y'all are gonna have to bear with me because I probably sound like total crap right now. But I am, I guess my allergies are up or something. But yeah, I am not feeling too well. But other than that, we are going to be playing some Power and Revolution, or Geo-Political Simulator 5. We're going to be playing as the United States, and we have a brand new update that is out today. So let's go ahead and get into it. And we're going to be playing as Mr. Trump today. Go over to Vice President, and then we're going to go ahead and appoint our cabinet today. Where is he? Let's go. Where's he at? Military associations, billionaires, family and friends, athletes, intellectuals, other parties. It's gonna be really funny if JD Vance is a Democrat or something. Party in power. Oh, I guess we're appointing someone else as our vice president. For some reason, JD Vance does not show up here. Mike Pence. Yeah, we'll do Marco Rubio. Foreign Affairs. Who do we want? And we'll do Elaine Chao. Treasury. Jeff Sessions. I forgot Jeff Sessions was part of the Trump administration, honestly. Homeland Security. Let's do military, head of security.
Take your habits somewhere else.
Jesus. So late, yes. Great to see Trump as president. Not really. Impose 50% tariffs on everything. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's see what tariffs really do to the game. Let's really see what the tariffs do. Why don't we? Party in power. SecDef. Who's going to be SecDef today? I guess Rex Tillerson will come back. Economy. Billionaires. Elon Musk. You know what? It's not... it's not out of the way at this point. Should I just make Elon Musk my Secretary of the Economy? Should I leave him? You know what, let's try it. Ooh.
I'm sorry, but this post corresponds neither to my professional competence nor to my areas of interest.
Yes, it does. That is a lie. Justice. Associations. I'm gonna put the magistrate guy in here. Justice? Actually, let's do the Hispanic guy.
Bad choice. You've got to know what's what.
Jesus, calm down. Party in power. Justice. Where's Matt Gaetz? Where's Matt Gaetz at? Jeff Sessions. Yeah, I guess we'll just bring him back to the economy. Party in power. We'll just pick some random dude. Education. Where's my ability to dissolve the Department of Education? Employment, health. You know, about 5 years ago, I would have said putting Elon Musk as the Secretary of the Economy would have been unrealistic. You know what? At this point, with all of these freaking appointments, I'm not. It's really funny because the way I look at it, all of these appointments are literally exactly the kind of BS that you'd see if you let the guy randomly just like let the AI randomly pick your cabinet in the game. So it's kind of funny. It doesn't let you pick them anymore. I think deficit, yeah, it still seems like the deficit is still there. I want to see what happens whenever I position. I want to see what happens whenever I build a nuclear power plant. I'll just try it. Delivery date 2026. So about a year from now. Oh, look at this. Oh, look. Natural hydrogen deposit, hydrogen electrolysis power plant, and hydrogen steam reforming power plant. Oh, so we have new power plants off of hydrogen. Okay, cool. Oh, that is badass. That means that we can actually... That's the purpose of hydrogen. Oh, cool. When the new series started, I love your Mexico series. I'm thinking about, I kind of want to like redo the Mexico series, honestly, in this game. But look, yeah. So what I was actually going to say is they did fix the shale oil and gas well bug where like you would legalize it and it wouldn't do anything. Hydrogen deposit. But yeah, like, we have a brand new, type of, energy production, and instead of oil, we can actually go after hydrogen now. So this is the same thing where it says weak. So now we actually have to start figuring, now I actually have to figure out the idea behind what kind of, deposits of hydrogen we're looking at. And actually, look, it'll tell you how much that this deposit is going to find. A replacement for fossil fuels while still using internal combustion engines. So let's look at the hydrogen sector. Hydrogen. 149 billion. Here. Construction. Hydrogen. So I already did one natural hydrogen deposit. We have not done the hydrogen electrolysis power plant. Okay, so natural deposit will dig for hydrogen, while these two will basically just be little factories that we can set up for hydrogen. And it'll produce 50,000. And this is controlled by the AP and Chemicals Energy US. It's a hydrogen by electrolysis company, subsidiary of AP. This oversees chemicals, hydrogen from steam reforming, and hydrogen by electrolysis. $537 stock price. What about playing as Canada or something for a series? Yeah, I need to start thinking about a new series because my first choice is going to be the United States because it's almost like tradition at this point that I play as the US president. Because I did this in 2017 whenever Donald Trump was first elected. I did it in 2020, 2021 whenever Biden was elected. And so, I mean, keeping the tradition going whenever the new administration comes in, I think that, yeah, I think that I could go after a US series just because it's traditional at this point, I guess. So a US series is definitely going to be on the table. I think I'm just going to do that anyway. Just because, and I mean, we can make it like a one-term. Yeah, it would be a one-term series anyway because since Donald Trump is constitutionally blocked from running for re-election again, it would make sense to try to do a lot of the things that he would want to do. So, like, you know, we're not going to be focusing on loosening immigration. We'd actually be hardline on immigration. We'd be very protectionist. We'd still be interacting in the world, especially in places like Ukraine, in Europe and everything, but kind of like at, you know, arm's length kind of thing. Maybe a little bit non-interventionist, I would say. Is it on Mac yet? No. So what other series would you guys like to see? What other series would you guys like to see? Would you guys like to see like a European series? Do you guys want to see maybe a Russia series? Do you guys want to see Georgia? Maybe we could do Japan or China. We could do Korea. And actually, because of the brand new map, and as... What is this? Yeah. So, because of the brand new map, what I can actually say is that I'm not gonna be against doing any small countries now, because there's actually room to develop these areas. So like Armenia, for example, I wouldn't do that in GPS 4 because it's just so small. It's small, there's nothing to develop. But because everything is actually, you know, better looking, everything's kind of like a bit better to kind of interact with, smaller countries are going to be on the table. Also, this really bothers me that Iraq has this little region right here that belongs to Turkey. Greece, Japan, and Australia just off the top of my head. What about Thailand? Let's look at Thailand. I'd say Thailand, and then we can align with the United States, try to make like a buffer against China or something like that, trying to loosen our dependence on China, or we can actually take China's side. Because it would make sense geopolitically, geographically, actually. Maybe we could play as Taiwan, maybe a little Taiwan series. very much strengthening our military, preparing against a massive invasion from the Chinese. I could do the Philippines, and the Philippines is actually broken up into regions now. I know I considered a Indonesia series, and the GPS 5 and GPS 4 we were actually supposed to be playing as Ethiopia, but that one got really thrown out of whack because of the release of GPS 5. So I could say that maybe New Zealand. New Zealand, New Zealand's too perfect, I would say. Like, I mean, it would just more that, like, that one would purely be based economically. I wouldn't really necessarily need to build up my military, unless, you know, I wanted to really kind of like start getting really close to the US. Fun fact, the United States, Australia, and New Zealand have a alliance together. It's called ANZUC. Or is it like... Yeah, I think it's like ANZUC or something. And basically, New Zealand is actually suspended from the treaty because they ban US ships, US nuclear submarines, and anything that carries a nuclear weapon. It cannot be based in New Zealand by law. So essentially what happens is they were actually suspended from the treaty, and I think that this was back like during like Reagan, and Reagan suspended them and said no, like we won't defend them if anything happens. Mostly because he said that they were just really like, I don't know, it's just kind of like a weird geopolitical thing that happened. But that was way back in the 80s. Australia could be fun. Lots of development, lots of room to build up infrastructure. Somewhat. Especially in the north and in the west. A lot of resources that we could build up and a lot of potential in the economy. We could do Japan. We could do let's say Kazakhstan, Ukraine. Yes and no on Ukraine because it would primarily be military. And the game is just not optimized yet for a military playthrough. I could do a Baltic state. I could do Eastern Europe. I could say Serbia and maybe try to liberate Kosovo. Doing existential crisis.
I must let you know.
Didn't I appoint you to be Secretary of Homeland Security? Justice, Homeland Security. Project accepted. Vatican City is available. Vatican City exists, but it's not available to play. Fun fact for anyone that does not know. Fun fact, Vatican City is an independent country. Andorra exists, but is not available. Why would I play as... What about Liechtenstein? Was Liechtenstein ever in the original? I think so. Yeah, it's right there. Luxembourg is there as well. Can you play as them? Yeah, you can. Look. 47%. Get it? Because he's the 47th president. Please help us. I think it is about time that the Europeans liberate the United States. We liberated you guys twice. I think it's about time you guys return to favor. That hydrogen, the hydrogen stuff, that's actually really cool. I really like that. I'm gonna look up a map real quick. U.S. hydrogen deposits. Okay. Hydrogen potential from renewable resources, and this is gonna be in like the Great Plains, basically. So like North Dakota, about right here. Like South Dakota. No? See, this is why I begged them for a map. I'll put like a handful of them here. $31, $39. I really need territorial waters to return, honestly. Yeah, okay, that's really cool though. I really like this option that it does actually tell you how much annual production this thing will get. That way it makes it a lot easier. That way you don't build in the same place over and over again, not knowing whether you're going to extract anything. Okay. 1% growth. Subsidize. I like this here, by the way. They have an option here that'll show you subsidies. Subsidizing or exempting an activity sector has the following effects. Companies receiving financial aid would be more sustainable. They would also tend to hire more and reduce their sales prices to be more competitive. Lowering sales prices could allow a gain in the market shares, but could also potentially stagnate or reduce the GDP of the sector or the trade balance. Such an action by the state does not provide immediate profitability, but is rather an investment in a strategic sector or in the future. In specific case of a closed activity sector in a country, exemptions would have no effect, but its subsidizing would promote the opening of this sector. However, there would be no guarantee of significant or sustainable development depending on the situation. Go back to make sure you guys, because I didn't have chat up. Is hydrogen limited or this game's an absolute scam? This game is ridiculously priced. Yes, I agree, but fun nonetheless. I still play GPS 4. I haven't played GPS 4 in a minute. Hydrogen power, hell yeah. I prefer those graphics rather than those of the previous one. I prefer this graphics, honestly. I like this. I like the graphics in this. Also, if you guys have not played the political process in a while, go and play it. It's actually kind of fun now. That's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for the political process to become fun again, and honestly, it is very fun now. I've been playing it for a minute now, and I really like it again. I really like it again. Especially like the interactions between like the they actually kind of did flesh out state politics a little bit, especially whenever it comes to gerrymandering, and honestly it's way better. They cleaned up the UI for this one pretty nicely. It was terrible at first. I've always preferred the simplicity of the older versions. The older versions were simple? I wouldn't say so. You can change the UI on top and pick the info you prefer to get GDP, deficit, and unemployment. Nah. You have these, and in the CEO mode, you can actually click them and it'll show you, but right here it doesn't. When do you review God and Spy Tool? I have not received it yet, so I'm waiting. I guess they didn't have time to send it over, so I guess I won't get it until next week. They changed this. It looks a little bit better. Some of the UI is starting to look a little bit better. They're really starting to flesh this thing out. Yeah, I would say like one more metric, it would have to be inflation. Don't forget to do mass deportations, honestly, yeah. Alright, first things first. I'm gonna have to... Dream Chaser, imminent liftoff, no. Oh. Come on. Yeah, they did change this. Did you put Elon Musk in your government? I tried, he said no. Modify immigration quotas. See, this is the funny thing about Donald Trump is that whenever it comes to correctly depicting policy in it, it's like he's not gonna be sitting here, you know, doing mass deportations. He's literally more so like everyone hates, you know, everyone hates all of the mass immigration coming in from like Mexico and everything, except him. It's literally just like, nah, we need to like give like a oh look, they actually got rid of the bug. Maybe? No? Oh, never mind. Some of them still have it. It's more so like, I remember seeing a meme, it was like yesterday or something like that. It basically said Kamala Harris and mass immigration, but Mexicans or Central Americans. And then it goes to Donald Trump and it's like mass immigration except Indians. So, and I mean, Donald Trump has even said like he wants to give green cards to anyone that completes college in the United States. So it's going to be really funny, honestly, when Trump just starts doing all of this stuff and then everyone's just like, they have to go back. They have to go back. Pack your bags. Pack your bags. And then all of a sudden he's not doing it because he said he was going to do mass deportations last time. Still here. I expected to have a popularity drop whenever I increase the funding. $25 billion. A detention center is a facility for holding illegal immigrants before they are deported to their home country or released following administrative or judicial action. The duration of detention is limited to a maximum of several months. Their effective functioning depends heavily on the number of spaces available. I'll have to max it out, honestly. $62.269 billion. 2590. Let's look. Okay, so 2,590 times 140. That is about 300,000 spaces. So we can go ahead. I'll go ahead and cut that in half. So we'll do about 1,500 spaces. And then that will be 15 times 140. That is 210 spaces. Never thought I would see the day again. Shut up, dude. Mindscape, how are you? Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you. It's been a while. Yeah, the funny part is just because I don't like Trump doesn't mean that... Okay, so this is going to be 140,000 spaces. Did I have Dr. Oz in the game? No, thank God. President Oz would be hilarious, honestly. Just because I don't like Trump doesn't mean that I'm just going to be sitting here being biased, only playing Democrats and everything like that. Like, and I was talking earlier. I'm actually considering, because I've done it before. Um, Traditionally, I am thinking about doing a new series as the United States, since the new administration is coming in. All right, so we're gonna do those, and then we're also gonna do the construction of the border wall, finish the wall, and then 38% of the border is already covered by the wall, and then so we have 2,840 miles to go. So let's go ahead and build the other 1,763 miles. That'll cost about $34 billion over the course of 20 months. We'll go ahead and max that out, get it done in 7 months for a total cost of $172 billion. Go ahead and get that done. And then we're going to go over to the next day. We'll see what the public reaction to all of these policies are. 2% increase, 1.5% increase in our approval rating. Protests all across the country for the government's xenophobic attitude. 1.25 million, 1.25 million members of the Hispanic community are protesting in the streets right now. So we very much expected this. Very much expected it. Let's go ahead and continue on. 1,000 people in the streets. 327,000. I like how my relations with Mexico kind of dipped down. And let's invite Japan over for a meeting. Fumio Kishida, before he resigned. Kyrgyzstan. I need to try another Kyrgyzstan series again. Because Kyrgyzstan is actually very kind of like not small. It's like kind of like in whenever I played it in the previous game, it was pretty small. But again, like the map size like almost encourages you now to play as smaller countries, which I really like. I really like. I always really like the area of being able to build more, and especially whenever it comes to things like energy production. It's always kind of been weird, and it's so now smaller countries can focus a little bit more on things like hydrogen. So that's going to be really nice. Okay, so energy deficit is still broken, but I do like some of this. Electrolysis. Let's build one in Hawaii. PG to be kicked from the WTO again in this stream. Yeah, speaking of the WTO, let's go over to China. Let's go to China, go to industrial goods. You know what? I'm actually going to slap, we're going to overwrite my previous USA save, and we're going to slap some tariffs on China. These things always take forever to save. Damn, saves take a while in this game. Yeah, they do. Don't forget to leave the WHO. Did he actually even promise to leave the WHO yet? Okay, so let's try this, because I tried this one time and it screwed everything up. Alright, let's slap a 25... Let's do a 50% tariff on China, all across the board for industrial goods. Because the last time I did this, it kicked me out of the WTO. And I asked Pericles about it, told Pericles about it, and then he's like, well, why would you want to do that in the first place? And I'm just like, I don't know, because I want to be protectionist. Okay, please save it. Please save it. Damn it. Okay, so that's a bug, I guess. Okay, yeah, that is a bug. Let me report that real quick, because I need to report these bugs like live on stream, because honestly, I'm gonna forget. All right, 111 2112. What is called tariff bug. Gas wells construction. Software, utility vehicle. Seriously? Computer hardware. Companies, HP. Wait. Oh, Secretary of Commerce. I thought it said Secretary of Agriculture. I'm like, why the heck is the Secretary of Agriculture overseeing the Industrial Department? All right, let's play it. It's begun.
Work has already begun. I can assure you that this is a good initiative by building on this border because a large portion of illegal immigrants into this country often pass this way. Moreover, the size and length of the wall, when it's finally built, will really hinder illegal immigrants who want to cross this border.
Monotone. Yeah, I know, right? Construction, legislation. Why is Robert Duterte still the president of the Philippines? Okay. 0.26. Economic growth is still a little janky. I have a new Eversim quality content that is coming out. It's going to be steamed hams. If you guys have ever seen that meme. Gonna make a few free trade agreements. Let me see. Come on. Hurricane reaches Guam coasts. No evacuation. Well then. Oh, it's stuck on a economic calculation. That's why it's running a little slow.
Sure. Dark and strong, please. There.
Aw, man.
Yes.
Main allied countries. I always love how Kazakhstan pops up on that list. Main rivals: Yemen, North Korea, Eritrea, Iran, China, Belarus, Venezuela, Zimbabwe, Laos, and Russia. Need more diplomatic options, honestly. Okay, this is stupid. Well, and we're in a recession. See what happens whenever you elect Donald Trump.
Sure.
Sales contract. Aluminum. Coal. National production. Oh, production and consumption are back. Okay. Okay, cool. Hydrogen. Natural gas. Oil. These are all the strategic sectors. Silver, rice. 748. Termination date 2030, 5 years.
No problem. I intended to do that anyway.
Got the Philippines on our side for anti-Russian coalition. Hell yeah. Shale oil. still doesn't show anything. You can see the sectors, like the holding, finance, insurance sectors, but you're not going to be able to see retail. Yeah, it still has no production here. Even though these are some of like the biggest sectors in the United States. Public transportation. Let's do a $5 billion subsidy here, and then we're going to exonerate the sector as well. And it actually, my favorite thing that I really, really like here is that it does show you the cost of the exonerations, how much it will cost your economy. Strike. For some reason, there's a bug. Okay, I need to report this too because this was in the last version and it's still here. Okay, and then this is going to be hunger strike triggered when increasing minimum wage. Screenshots, go over and grab the screenshots. Show on disk. Give me a second, guys. Yep. Do you have God and Spine? No. Actually, sometimes it actually applies. Nope. No, I don't. It actually applied automatically in the last version. All right, let's do a tax reform here. Call this the Tax Cut and Jobs Act extension for 2025. Value-added tax, wealth tax, real estate tax, legislation, revenue. Let's go to company tax. We'll reduce this to 15%. Because we don't have any plans on increasing the we only want global economic treaties with free trade agreements. We don't have any plans as of yet to go to a political or economic agreement. 45. Let's do income. 8, 5.32, 22%. You think it'll screw my economy up a lot if I cut the taxes this high? Oh yeah, that won't even get passed. Pay for this. We can go for a carbon tax. Production tax. This is the company turnover tax, and I guess they got rid of it, and then now it's very much underwhelming now. We're gonna barely start to introduce a wealth tax. Now, Trump is a little like mixed on this, and this is why whenever it's like it's so weird. Whenever it comes to him, he's very mixed signally. So I can see him instituting a wealth tax. And at some point, I do want to introduce a VAT tax while I decrease the income taxes. Wait, what? Administration of opposition to the income tax. Like lower income taxes? Seriously? Here, diplomacy, yum 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 yum, free trade. How much was that? It was 137. Go here, economic, and then click that. Then Turkey, the same thing. So a couple of different countries I'm gonna sign some free trade agreements with. I wonder if Russia would accept mine. I like how I do actually have some pretty decent relations with the Republic of India as well. Let's go over here. Global Economic Treaty. For some reason, Argentina seriously hates us. Not sure why, but whatever. Sweden. Sweden is very... Oh yeah, they're a part of the EU. Do we not have a free trade agreement with the European Union? We do not. Okay, Global Economic Treaty, and try to propose that to the European Union. Then let's go over to immigration.
Sure, dark and strong. I'd be fine. That's very well. What kind of offer do you wish to make us? Very well.
Oh. And the game just crashed. Well, there it goes. Well, but at least I saved it a little while ago. But I did only want to go for about an hour today, and that's about how long I have gone for. So I'll go ahead and call the stream here today. So guys, if you guys like this, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you do not miss anything whenever I do make it to the channel. And if you guys do want to see a series, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see in a future series for Geo-Political Simulator 5. So again, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.